Hi, and welcome to Noggin Comics. Today we are at the third Minnesota Comic Exchange comic show. Um, we have $100 in our pocket. We're gonna only try to spend $100 here.
Good luck.
Yeah, good luck. I hope you enjoyed that 4 minutes of footage from the Minnesota Comic Exchange comic show, and I want to extend a thank you to the team and crew that put together the show and all the vendors. It was a great show. We got you've seen people if you watch YouTube, you got to see that Manny was at the show. Got to meet some artists. We got to meet Lakeshore Comics, who are going to talk about their comic in here. Nick Paldodichuk's comics in here, as well as meeting fans of the channel, which we were shocked to find. But I want to get to the haul. It's not a big haul. Like I said in the video, in the snippet in the car, we only had $100 to spend, and we only spent 85 of it. So let's start off with the trades. Nora got the Star Wars Jedi versus Sith. If you know Nora, she's a huge Star Wars fan, and he only wanted $5 for this, so she was like, "Okay, I'll take it." Same as this pretty hefty trade here. Upgrade Soul. We got this from one of the MCE's admin, Sean. He only gave this to us for $10, I think. And $5 or $10. And this is another one of her pickups. I might read this one too. It looks pretty cool. And now on to the back issues we got. Like I said, it's not a big haul. It's a pretty decent haul. Had to get this Adventures Comics. It's $3.92. I like the Supergirl homage and I like the Superwomen in class. It's pretty cool. Well, okay, keep that one. Here's that Nick Paldodichuk's Mercenary Kingdom, City of Fire Part 2. We did a Tales from the Ugly Chair in Part 1. We have that on here in the description to watch. Highly recommend checking that out. Nick is he's a great guy. He has a YouTube channel, Kyle and Nick on Films, I believe it's called, and a podcast called St. Paul Filmcast. And he's also a comic book creator. He's got a new book coming out soon. Keep an eye on the stuff. I put this description of his channel and I put the link to his show in the description, as well as where to find them. And this is another local creator, Broken Trident #1, Lakeshore Comics. We have not checked this out yet. We're going to be probably doing a review on this on Tales from the Ugly Chair probably within the next couple weeks. And then the rest of these are all like $1 to $5 books. I do have one $10 book that I'll show at the end. So this is more, my parents are huge Disney fans, so I had to pick this book up. And it's Lion King #1. Lion King is among one of my favorite Disney films, of Disney animated films. Up there with Aladdin, Atlantis, Up, Big Hero 6, and probably most recently Encanto. And then these next two, Doctor Strange 489 and Doctor Strange 40. There's a huge Doctor Strange hole that I need to fill. So I want to pick up old Doctor Strange books and trades just to catch up on that. In the last video, last Tales from the Ugly Chair, I made a comment that there's a huge Mark Silvestri hole and there's a huge Doctor Strange hole. And when we get later on to this collection, you're going to realize that there's another hole that I need to fill. And that's why I love comic books, because your collection is always growing, it's always evolving, and you're finding new stuff you have to read. Mansing #2 and Mansing #3. These are influenced by Werewolf by Night. Wasn't much of a Mansing fan. Always been more Swamp Thing. But because of how good and how well represented he is in Werewolf by Night, we had to pick these up, and we're probably going to pick up more at the next show that we have coming up in a little under a month. So this is Creatures on the Loose 32. Got this because of Kraven. Basically, that's it. Kraven's one of my favorite Spider-Man villains, so I had to pick that up. I was shocked to find this for only $2. This is The Monster of Frankenstein #5 in fairly good condition, so I had to pick that up as well. These were all under $5. Just do a little rearranging. We got Batman Adventures 6, 8, and 10. Obviously 12's missing, but we're slowly getting the collection of this certified in our Batman collection over here. But like I said, we don't have 12. We don't have a lot of it, but we're still kind of, just going through $1 bins, $2 bins, and getting the ones we can find for cheap, and later on down the road, investing in filling that hole, filling that series. So, and then the rest of these, the majority of these, are going to be X-Men related. And I want to give a quick shout out to the Uncanny Experience. They have it's a X-Men immersive event happening in Minnesota. I'll put that link in the description as well. But we ran into Chandler and Dylan, who were both at the show, just finding comic books. But yeah, like I said, that's an all X-Men show, so we have to kind of get back to our knowledge about X-Men because we're current X-Men, but we kind of have a gap from the 90s, not 90s, but just we were reading a lot of X-Men when we first got into comic books and dropped out for a little bit, and now I get bit by that bug again. So we got X-Men Black #1, this really cool Mystique variant. Wolverine is She. I have never read anything by She, and our buddy Jericho was mentioning Billy Tucci's artwork, and I'm like, well, I gotta pick it up now. Same as this one. This is a book that I never thought I'd pick up because I don't like Star Trek, but it's a Star Trek X-Men crossover. This might be something we talk about on the channel just because we don't have Star Trek knowledge. We have more Star Wars knowledge. So I want to see how much we actually enjoy this book. And then X-Men 300. It's a shiny cover. Had to buy it. And then we got these two. It's actually a collection. Catwoman, Guardian of Gotham, the Elseworld storylines. These were, I think, $3 together, so I had to pick that up as well. We have two more X-Men books. X-Men Adventures #3, and then X-Men 162. If you're currently reading X-Men, there's a Brood storyline happening, so I had to pick this up because my intrigue was so high, and I've actually been enjoying this Brood storyline. And then this, I got this book, surprisingly. I got a Star Wars book, not Nora. This is Star Wars 67. I just love the way this presents and looks. Chewbacca is one of my favorite Star Wars characters. I'm not much of the droids fans, but Chewie I had to get. And then the next three books, the last three books. One's currently a hot comic that I was surprised to find, and the other two are comics get me back into something that I wasn't really in. I mean, I think 2016 maybe was the last time I was into them, but I had to get the TMNT books. Teenage Mutant Turtles Pronounced the Mighty, Meet Immortals, or Meet Immortals, and TMNT presents April O'Neil. These are both the Archie comic ones, and with our upcoming show in April, I won't be surprised if I have more TMNT books. Now this last book is pretty hot at the moment, I will say. I know it's been on a lot of channels talking about it, but it's Superman and Batman #8, Carl Zor-El, first appearance. So I had to pick that up because $10, and he gave me a deal on it. I think I got it for like $8. So, but yeah, that was the haul. We had the Minnesota Comic Exchange right here, the logo. Minnesota Comic Exchange comic show. There's going to be another one in May, so keep your eyes on that. We'll probably talk about that when the date gets announced. But let me know what you thought. What was your favorite book of that collection? Is there anything that you're out there looking for right now too? And we have a show on April 8th, MicroCon #3. We're going to be there with Mind's Eye Comics. It's the very last MicroCon show. But until then, let me know if you got any comics that you're looking for. Like, comment, and subscribe like always, and I'll see you at the comic shop.